Come on. The wave of piss is annoying though. That's good damage. I'll give you that. That's very good damage. Well, Lord Revan. Lord Revan. Where are you going? Where are you going, Lord Revan? What is that? What did he use there? Well, the PvE finished the job for me. Same jump, bro. I tried these glitches out to see like the extent of it, to get like an actual idea of how good or like how broken they are. And here's my conclusion with the Grafted glitch. It's actually very niche to specific builds because you really, like, you might not think much of it, but you really lose a lot of versatility when you can't use like a stats boosting talisman to apply various buffs or to improve your damage for various things. So the flexibility you lose and the points you gain from it, like technically for most builds you're really only gaining 5 points with Grafted glitch, and those 5 points you could easily get 2 points or more back simply from using like a headpiece. And then you'd get even more points if you consider that you can change talisman to give you like certain bonuses. So at the end of the day, it's not great. No, the glitch is not OP whatsoever. It's so average that I came to the conclusion that I'm not going to use it for pretty much most of my builds anymore because it's simply not worth it. The upside is not good enough. You sacrifice too much with by not being able to equip stats boosting gear. It's not worth it. Do you prefer Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring Fashion? Oh, that's an easy question. I mean, Dark Souls 3 Fashion is just way better than Elden Ring. It's not even close. It's not even close. I'm more into like knight armor, and Dark Souls 3 has way more choices for good looking knight armor variations. I would also argue Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 are also way better than Elden Ring. I personally think Elden Ring is the worst Souls-like game in terms of fashion. Probably even worse than Bloodborne. Which I don't consider Bloodborne to be particularly good because all armors look the same in Bloodborne. But yeah, I think Elden Ring is the weakest in terms of fashion. What I see when I look at Elden Ring fashion, I see good artists that make like really good stuff, but that get told by someone like Miyazaki to make it weirder. Like the way it works, like concept artists, they're asked to come up with various things that the director asks, and like the director tells them like, okay, I want X amount of armor, whatever, you guys go ham. And then the people come up with these armors, these good-looking armors, and then the director comes after and says, all right, I like your direction, but make it weirder, right? So that's pretty much like what I see for all the Elden Ring armors. Like, that's the team all around. Like, the director came in and destroyed the work of pretty much everyone and just told them to make it weirder for, like, nearly every armor. And that just made, like, every armor kind of look bad. So that's what I see for Elden Ring. Because their team for Elden Ring was... They were trying to have, like, the fashion have its own identity. Like, the armors and everything. You can tell an Elden Ring armor, you know, just by looking at it. It really differs in style from all previous Souls games. Like, there's clearly a different direction. I don't think most of us like that direction. Like I said, the team was, like... They told them, just make it weirder. And that's pretty much what happened. See, that's why I like, that's why I like to have a, oh man, that's beautiful. It's gonna be so easy to play with. And the recovery is so good on these things too. You're not going anywhere, my little laggy bastard. I mean, thank you. You just cut off your escape route. Laggard moment. Honestly, I prefer it that way. Sorry, but it's your fate. If he did that, you know, if I invaded him and he was alone, I probably would have let him live. But the fact that he had two people, I'm like, no thanks. You know, you deserve the full spank. Souls has always been super weird. That's true, but they have this this way of making their knight armors like really like look nice. Well, and Saintriot. Oh, he's also skippy. You just skip this startup animation. Well, little overshoot. Insane elevation moment. Dude, that elevation almost killed me again. Alright, let's buff again against... It's gonna hurt. Okay, we lost our buff. God, this guy is so over-leveled. Fade builds are good for ganking. I would argue that the best build for ganking is probably mage builds, actually. Because you have access to projectiles. And you have access to that big AoE debuff, which is a big deal. Oh shit, let's go Mungus, let's get it. So I would argue for invading, Fade builds are the best. And for ganking, mage builds are the best. Also partly because mage builds kind of counter Fade build with the massive debuff. Okay, we're gonna reapply our buff. Okay, let's go in. I'll keep doing it as long as this fucker does it too. Let's get out of that. We don't want that. Shit, net. It's a roll catch. Roll catch too. Out of stam. Go for the other one. Nice. Good shit, Mungus. Well played.